And you are live.
Well, it's always nice to start the evening with Chris Dubenthaler smiling at the camera. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of, oh, that is badass. Another edition of Dead Gentleman Plays Demon Hunters Game Night. As always, we have Jimmy McMichael.
Hello.
And Benjamin Honeycutt.
What's going on?
Chris Dubenthaler. And Jesse Razor. Razor?
Yeah.
Got it. Very good. Okay, so we're changing things up a little bit tonight. We have with us tonight Chris Piazzo. Chris is our production assistant. He is going to, his job is specifically devoted to monitoring and incorporating, helping me incorporate the audience suggestions. Felt like it was time to actually have somebody devoted to doing that. I was thinking that maybe having a player play the cipher would be able to do that, but that's actually turned out to be a very different and much needed role. So Jesse, really glad you're here and that you joined the party.
So if you're monitoring the viewers, can you like use drones and stuff?
Sure. Drop packages off to him too.
Yeah. Amazon ain't got nothing on the Brotherhood. So that's how we're going to play this. I'm not actually going to explain the rules tonight and how to play. Everybody here playing has played before, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Just a quick technical check. Am I coming up as I'm speaking? Right now I'm seeing Dupe and Ben, Chris. Gotcha.
Yeah, you're coming up when you're speaking for the most part. Dupe kind of over. I'll click on you when you start doing intro stuff just to make sure you're held.
Dupe overshadows everyone.
Yeah, moving around too much. Huh?
His mic picks up his movement pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah, there's always action going on at Dupe's place. Be that as it may. All right, so you folks playing at home have the question and answer, and we are using that so that you can do one of two things. You can provide the players suggestions, and Chris will be our production assistant. We'll be monitoring those and funneling those via Google Chats. You won't actually see those online, but we will be working those in to the story as we can. The second is to issue cipher commands. You can actually tell the cipher what to do. So Jessica's responsibility is to actually execute those orders, as random as they may be. You know, because she's a Mark IV, and ciphers are a little glitchy at the 4th generation. So I do ask you please bear with me. I'm getting over a sinus infection, so hopefully everybody's hearing me okay. But it should be a fun night. Also, we can go ahead and use Twitter if that's easier for you. That is hashtag DG Demon Hunters, all one word. You're welcome to use that. Our production assistant will be monitoring that as well. Very good. So, any questions before we begin? I have a question. How's our Demon Hunters comics coming?
Well, we are currently on hiatus that we are about to extend due to some unforeseen circumstances. So we're going to be coming back on August 5th with the next new comic. But that's
well, I mean, some unforeseen. Some is just I bought a house, and so we're going to be moving here pretty soon.
Some foreseen
circumstances. Yeah. I just need a little time to set up the new workspace, get the new energy flowing, and yeah, this comic is going to blow out of the gates, you know, once we get to the gates.
Excellent. Well, I definitely enjoyed the stories and different added bits that you've been putting up there. Learned a couple of things myself. So
Got one coming up tomorrow. Will be an origin story for a character we haven't really dealt with much so far. So look forward to that. What was that?
Sneak peek. Do we get to know the character?
Nah.
Okay.
We're gonna choose one at random.
Yeah. There you go. Okay, so before we begin, one of the biggest issues that we have tonight is we have some missing people. And this is kind of a positive issue in that the Brian Lewis, who plays Jack, the chapter leader, is in a movie. So is Scott C. Brown. And so they were actually in the same movie, as I understand. So they are doing rehearsing work tonight. So go them. Very excited for them. So I have been given ample notice, and I've worked tonight's adventure to accommodate that. Additionally, Andy will not be joining us. He has a few other things as well that came up that couldn't just get out of. So we'll be missing Erasmus. We're just getting used to his character anyway, so he will be joining us next time around. Just a quick plug also that Demon Heifers. Good Lord, it's going to be a great night.
Demon Heifers.
I'm going to say it.
Registering domain.
Demon-hunters.com is where you find the webcomic, and please, if you have it in you, throw a couple of bones on a monthly basis, be a patron of our comic, and help us out. So that's awesome. So kind of the big thing tonight is, for a reminder for you players, is the use of plot points. There's a million ways to use them, but basically, just a reminder, they're basically for cheating. And to use them like they're going out of style, because they are. And so that can be used in a variety of different ways, and one of those ways, just as a reminder, is that you can ask the audience for a suggestion. Reminder that it is about a 30-second lag the fastest, so use those when you don't need an immediate response. I think before we begin, I think the only thing we got to do now is introduce who everybody is playing. So, Mr. Honeycutt, why don't you go first?
Okay, well, my character's name is Isaac Stanford Bullock. He's basically your typical supernatural kind of demon hunter, from the show Supernatural. And he is, say late 30s. I can't remember what I said last time. But his father taught him all the ins and outs of demon hunting, and after a portal accident, he got trapped on the other side, closing a Lovecraftian portal to another dimension, and so my guy just kind of wandered aimlessly until he was picked up by the Brotherhood. And so he's trying to find his place, in the hierarchy. He's never worked with a team before, except that other time that he worked with a team on camera.
Right. Sounds good. Welcome to, by the way, our chapter number is Row 7. Row 7. Which has a lot of turnover lately. That is the weight of Demon Hunters. I see that Red Dog 2372 wants to know what's in the coffee cup. Thank you, Chris. The correct answer is, of course, Cobbler's Crystals. But it's actually something boring like tea and honey and lemon and throat cleaner stuff. So I'm going to go with Cobbler's Crystals as my official plot point answer. All right. As I mentioned, tonight you are you're in New York City, sort of on hiatus, not really on hiatus, but you're in between missions. Nothing's really turned up. You kind of came down from Boston from the last fiasco, and been hanging out. And Jack has actually come down with a pretty bad illness and has decided to bow things out for a while. He's ill. Oddly enough, so did Erasmus.
Conspiracy.
They blew some heavy juju on the last mission, so it might be related to that. Hard to know. Dupe, I'm not sure if I ever caught you up on the ending of that episode, but you were pretty much key in how that ended up. So.
Hello, I am Vladimir Stialasovich. I have not bribed any FIFA judges, at least this year.
All right. Excellent. So, Dupe is playing the Vladimir, the guy who knows people. Might be in a sketchy way. Jesse.
I'm the Cipher. I spend most of my time connected to the database and the internet researching the information that we need for the cases. And my Cipher's not exactly good with people. He's very shy.
All right. Any other personality traits we should know about?
Oh, yeah. She doesn't like to be looked at. Usually, when she goes to look up information, she'll probably go into her own little corner, so no one will stare at her while she does her research. Doesn't talk much. Won't make eye contact. Very, very. Just forget she's there half the time.
Nice.
We got the Cipher with Asperger's.
Asperger's. Very good. All right. Jimmy, you've had a number of characters run by, so who are we playing tonight?
We are playing Ursula. Back to Ursula. She is the offspring of famed hunter Deadeye Wendy Winfield and famed terrible prop comic Leo Gallagher. And she wields the ancient and deadly weapon, the Sledge-O-Matic.
Excellent. So we've got some big guns tonight. All right. I had one other thing I was going to say, and I do not recall. So, off we go. Cipher, you have been given a command, a message, that another team has requested backup officially, and you are the closest team close by. It's a little problematic, though, because, again, you don't have a chapter leader. Theoretically, you shouldn't go. But no one is even around. It would take them, several hours to get even to the airport, unless they can navigate the warehouse doors, which is always sketchy. You have been requested to provide backup and assemble your team.
I will inform everyone that there is a... Sorry, my brain just stopped.
System error.
System error. There's backup requested nearby in New York, and we are the only team that can feasibly get there before the bodies start happening. But we don't have a leader. What should we do?
We should go. Sometimes you do favor for other people, they do favor for you. It work out.
I don't know, Vlad. Last time I did a favor for you, I ended up regretting it.
Sometimes not work out. Oops.
Hashtag awkward. Okay, so we're going to need to pick a substitute leader then. And,
I know a guy. No, seriously, I know this guy. He's a great stand-in. I use him as a double when maybe possibility of assassination. If we want just a stand-in leader, he doesn't have to do anything. He'll just look like he is there. So first guy that takes a shot is probably at him.
He just kind of stands around motionless in the background of scenes.
Go over there! No, wait!
Alright, so in that case, looking at, who all do we have here? We have Cypher and 3 hunters.
Uh-huh.
So I step up, I light a cigarette. I say, if that Jack asshole can manage a team, I can do it just as easily. Everybody get in the van. Cypher, get some details or something.
All right.
All right.
Fair enough.
Since you have a problem with authority, do you now hate yourself?
I've always hated myself.
Gain a plot point. Okay.
Speaking of, how many are we starting with?
Let's go with 6. Yeah, okay. One last thing I think before I go, we launch into it too is, okay, so the setting, probably don't need to explain it, but think of the show Supernatural meets the A-Team and Buffy. Throwing a little bit of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in there too, I think. And that's kind of it. Pretty much any story, any horror, any myth or folklore that is out there, it is all true, it exists, and there is an organization out there called the Brotherhood of the Celestial Torch that is out there to save the world. And you as the players play agents of that said organization. So off we go. Cypher, you sing show tunes while on the road.
Fantastic. I'll start with the opening song from Cabaret and just keep singing until we get there.
Excellent. Let's see here. I got to get all this stuff up. Okay, there we go. So, Cypher, as you're singing, you're downloading information on the mission, and what you get is that there was a fireman on Liberty Island named Jack Roberts. Sounds like a fireman name. Jack Roberts, who has reported that for some reason the fire alarm keeps going off at the Statue of Liberty. And as he's gone to sort of disarm it and reset everything, has heard a lot of unsettling, spooky sounds, and this made its way up to the food chain, to the Brotherhood, and another team had responded to it, and apparently they ran into some trouble and called for backup. You are to meet the said firefighter, because they didn't get a chance to really interview him all that well, at a restaurant near the pier. And you're supposed to buy him lunch, by the way. That's an expensive restaurant.
Damn it.
So it is lunchtime.
It is.
Okay. So I asked the Cypher, am I lunch, really? That's part of the deal?
Apparently so.
Whatever. All right, everybody get in the van. Let's go meet this guy.
Okay. Checking that out. You head out. Trying to have this up. That one?
Should we ask the audience to name the restaurant?
Sure. Yeah, that sounds good. I have one in mind, but for purposes of not creating liability for an actual business.
No, good press. They're very important.
Okay, found it. Which will settle out. All right. So you get to the restaurant, and it's apparent that the van is a bit underclass.
Well, then they're gonna love what I'm wearing.
But we have the name of the restaurant is the Sandy Spatula, so it's really not going to be that high class, and apparently that's going to work out. Well done.
All right, so we get to the Sandy Spatula,
Yes.
and already I'm put off because I don't eat seafood. And I asked the cipher, I'm like, are you sure this is where we're supposed to meet this guy?
And this is where he said.
Oh, jeez. All right, let's head in. Do you know what this guy looks like? Is he waiting for us? Is he here?
Did the file come with a picture?
Yeah.
How about that guy in the firefighter costume?
Yeah, that guy.
Just wears it everywhere.
Look, I don't make assumptions about people, okay? Maybe he's a cosplay enthusiast.
Mm.
Right. So, anyway, this is a topical view of the restaurant, and you find a parking spot.
I can see our van from here.
Wow, this is exciting. Okay, you go inside.
Does this restaurant have an open carry policy at all?
No.
And does it apply to giant mallets?
They do ask you to leave it by the door.
I slam it into the wall, leave it embedded there.
Yeah, just drop it off at Hammer Check. Okay, so we see the guy. I guess I'll introduce myself. Hey, you Jack?
Yeah, I am. You guys.
Are you an asshole?
What?
I'm just asking because I know a guy named Jack and he's an asshole.
Hey, look. You buying me lunch or what?
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
Yeah, because as you know, when you respond to an emergency, you buy lunch for the victims too. All right, what do you want?
I want the Sandy Spatula special.
All right, fine. I look over, and I drop my dignity down to 0 and say, can I get a Sandy Spatula special over here, please, and a whiskey?
All right.
We might need vodka as well.
Vodka as well.
So, people's lives are kind of in the balance here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll some intimidation on this guy and try to get him to spit out what the hell we're here for.
Okay.
Do a little strength plus. What do we got? Willpower. Or not strength plus intimidation. So. That is a 17.
Yeah, that'll do. He said, okay. Hey, I just, have you heard of the?
No.
Are you making it up as you go, Don?
Head this up.
This is the Mad Libs portion of the adventure.
for that audience participation, I'm now required to be a little bit smoother.
The verby noun of place.
Okay, sorry. All right, here we go. Resuming the pause. He says, "All right, have you ever heard of the legend of William Kidd?"
Billy the Kid?
No,
All right.
Billy the Kid, the pirate.
No, I can't say I have.
Well, story goes that he supposedly buried treasure over on the island where Statue of Liberty now is, and that he's still haunting the place. Anybody tries to come and take his treasure. Well, it's all hopla and hoopla, and I've never seen anything like that, but I've definitely heard some strange sounds and things moving when they shouldn't. But I pay no attention. It's a giant copper statue. I would imagine there's a lot of things going on there. So, I don't know. But for some reason, power kept sort of dimming, and then the fire alarm go. And every single time that the fire alarm went off, apparently the power dimmed, and there were sightings of a pirate up towards the top of the inside of Lady Liberty in her head.
I take the vodka away from him. You're already seeing pirates? No more for you.
All right, have a plot point for that. And he said, I don't know, your other guys, they showed up and immediately they picked something up and they went into the statue swinging. I don't know what else is, I just got a message that I was supposed to meet you here and that you'd buy me lunch.
Do they not pay fire marshals well? Why are you so desperate for this lunch, sir?
Look,
I want to examine the stitching on his costume. I'm going to use alertness and investigation to determine if he's actually a firefighter.
Okay.
That's an 11.
Fair enough. I'll answer that question in a moment. Audience, what actual profession is the firefighter? The boring answer is firefighter. All right. So you come to that conclusion momentarily. What else do you do?
Okay, so he said that they picked up something and just went right in. They rushed to it. Did he overhear anything that they may have mentioned to each other? Like, did he overhear any reason that they were excited about this?
I don't know. They're all kind of kooky and weird, and the Cypher starts whistling Jeopardy.
While she's researching.
And so they're all kind of weird looking. They all have an eye patch on their face, and I didn't really get it.
Oh, Jesus, these guys.
One of them said that they heard ghosties, and he was picking them up on his thingamabob.
Yeah, those are technical terms. I wouldn't expect you to understand them. I heard Ursula mutter these guys, so I turned and I'm like, who are these guys?
We kind of dealt with one of these assholes before. They're not huge fans of ours. I think Vlad was there with us. We kind of released a demon.
Oh, that Kurt Russell looking mother. Yeah. Yeah,
I
okay.
deny all involvement in whatever may or may not have been released.
That's right. you recall Snape Lips, and that he was on a team Epsilon 1. And all you know is that's higher up than the patriarchy than you are, so they must deal with heavier shit.
Okay. So already I'm feeling a little out of my league here. If a higher up chapter is called for backup, and this is all that showed up, at the same time I see this is my chance to really shine. So I'm going to suggest that we, and then I stop and think because I've never been in a situation where I've had people under my wing before. I suggest we don't go running and swinging, or else we'll need backup.
That sounds like a plan.
Running and swinging's kind of my only move, so...
Okay, well, the first thing I want to do is I want to try to hail the other team, if there's any radio contact whatsoever. So, Cypher, can you raise the signal?
I will attempt to contact the other team.
Okay. Let's see here. Where is your... There it is. So... amazingly intense for you guys, isn't it? There's a dull, like...
We need to leave. We need to leave now. They called the police on Ursula.
Oh,
Well, sounds about right.
We have about 2 minutes.
Did you ever find out what this guy actually does for a living?
Yes.
Okay, I look at him. I'm like, you're a stripper, aren't you?
Hey, man. I do volunteer.
Volunteer stripper?
Yeah, right.
And the other
Oh, I
one.
recognize you.
Taking on the pro bono cases. That's great.
Oh, I see what you...
Okay, so the cops are coming. We've been listening to a stripper for the last however long, eating the Sandy Bucket Special, whatever. Let's get to Liberty Island.
All right. You hot-tail it out of there. There are people that try to bust past you. Or, excuse me, they try to restrain you to stay there. Particularly Ursula, they do not want you to have your hammer. They've been trying to pull it out of the wall, actually, but have not been all that.
Good luck with that.
Okay, well, how hard are they? I'm sorry. How hard are they trying to keep us here? I mean, are they like really blocking
They're
us
trying
off?
to make sure that the cops stand in your way, or take you away.
Okay, well, I'm going to just explain. Listen, plebes, we've got places to be, and you wouldn't understand it if I tried to explain it, so just move.
Oh, look! The valet is stealing all the cars! Run!
Yeah, it's going to require some plot points.
All right. How about 3 plot points and a influence roll?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. That's a 15. Oh, actually, it's maybe more than that. Well, it's at least a 15.
Is one of your character traits that you can just lie about your dice?
But that would be a great one.
Because if not, Vlad would have it.
I think that there is something about that. Metagame, well, I guess metagame awareness is a little bit like that, I guess, but so yeah, you are heading out of there, and everybody stops and looks at the direction that Vlad is pointing.
How many people do I have on?
Run!
3.
3. I can I kind of coconut the heads of 2 of them.
Okay.
So that's a 16.
Yeah, you knock them out.
All right. So I still got 1 on me. Anybody want to give me a hand with this asshole on my back?
Yeah, well, if I were the day man, I know what I would do. But,
Hey, Jimmy, what's your agility?
Agility, D8.
Damn. The other guy swings at you and misses.
All right.
okay, I want to use perception, deduction, and my intelligence, or my alertness, I guess they're the same, and the same value. And I want to figure out who these guys are and why they're really trying to hold us here.
Okay.
It's a 13.
Yeah. Hey, man. You beat up our wall. Pretty obvious.
He's got a point.
You gotta pay for that.
So,
Yeah. True enough. So they don't strike me as some evil like seafood shanty cult or anything that wants to kill us. This wasn't just a trap all along. They're just mad about their wall.
Right.
Okay. In that case, I say dine and dash, guys. Let's get out of here.
All right. You
I toss Jack my number out on the way out the door and tell him to call me.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah.
All right. You dive into your van at just as the cops are pulling up. Who's driving?
Not it.
Not it.
I don't drive.
Neither do I.
Okay. So
So the van is currently full, and no one's in the driving seat.
from the back of the van, alright, I'm sitting there, I'm holding my tumbler of whiskey that I took with me. And I look around like, come on, damn it, and I throw it down, and I go and I get in the driver's seat.
Okay. You need to roll some fancy driving to get out of there.
Alright, let's take a look at what I got. I've got... Oh, I don't have a drive check on this guy. All right, so what do you want me to roll on this one? Just agility, or?
Yeah.
All right.
Cypher, you can aid if you have drive.
I don't. I have technology.
We sure we didn't take the subway to get here? Whose van is this?
Don't chapters get into vans? I mean, I just thought that was like a rule.
You suddenly realize you don't remember who drove here. Apparently,
We took a taxi.
Oh yeah, I knew the valet at the last place. I asked him to drive us, so he had some errands to run.
okay, so you jump in the van and there's no driver. And there was a driver. No one can remember what he looks like. This plot guy is good. He's real good.
All right. Well, with my agility, I at least roll a 5 to get out of there.
Okay, you don't run over anyone.
Yeah.
And it becomes readily apparent that you are going to get caught by the police, because there's a lot of them. You're going to need some other way of navigation.
Okay. I got 2 plot points I'm going to spend to look for like a ramp that I can jump over them with. Because I saw it in a movie once.
I'm going to make it as a suggestion to the party if that you will all match your plot points.
Yeah, I'll toss in a couple.
Something bad.
I'll toss in 4.
Okay, so I've got alertness that I'm putting on this. Can I also add my streetwise just to figure out what would make a good jump?
Sure.
All right, so that's D8 and D10. And that'll be another 13.
Wait a minute. Are you using an ability and a skill, or 2 skills?
Yeah, I'm using streetwise and alertness.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work.
Cool. Yes, 13 on that.
13. All right.
And how many plot points are we throwing in? I've got 3 here.
I threw in 4.
Well, you need 2. So it'll be 2 from Vlad. Jessica's throwing 4 in, and Jimmy said he'd throw in 2. So Vlad, how many do you want to throw in?
3.
Okay. You pour in your plot points, and a red button on the screen will.
Hey, you should press that.
Press this. Well, what would it do?
All right. Cipher initiating. Where to, sir?
Liberty Island.
Initiating. And
We're in a van, and you just gave it directions to an island.
Yeah, I did.
Awesome.
How long can everyone hold their breath?
There are bridges.
I keep
There's a
pushing the
ferry.
button.
It'll get us to the ferry. It'll be fine.
Maybe the button can solve it, so I keep pushing the button.
okay. Warning. Threat level heightened. Recommend evacuation orange.
Does anyone speak van? What the hell does this mean?
Like orange as in like peel out? What?
Orange as in peel out sounds good to me.
Recommend.
Do I know what the threat levels mean?
I can't remember what order they go in. It's not the logical order, I know that.
Orange is clearly worse than yellow.
I love orange. Let's do it. I choose orange.
Oranges are really tasty, so it's probably the best option, right?
Yeah, so we're sitting pretty. Except for the cops.
Understood. Recommendation. Orange tactical maneuvers initiated. And it busts out. Let me see if I can pull up here. And your cipher, your original cipher, starts humming the Night Riders theme song.
Dun, 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 dun. So, can we call you Kit, or do you prefer something else?
It is technically the cipher kit that's installed in the van.
That is about as accurate as possible, sir.
So, I have to ask, do you have a turbo boost?
Certainly, but that has not been requested.
I officially request Also, how populated is the area we're currently in?
Okay, let me provide a visual. Okay. Can everybody see that?
Yo.
All right. So this is where you are, Cypher Mobile, and it peels out, going this way.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
I'm sorry.
Isaac, all of your whiskey has been spilled.
I'm not going to simulate that. All right.
Warning, approaching water.
Activate boat mode.
Activate boat mode.
Warning, require plot points for activation.
I'll throw in my last two.
I refuse to add any because I want to see this van go in the water.
3 points for boat mode.
Okay. Boat or the car dives into the water and starts to sink. Gets about this far in, and the wheels are spinning. Water is coming in, and then a raft sort of inflates around it and lifts you. And it says, someone, please man the outboard motor.
Oh, of course. Yeah, so do you, like, get out the side door, or is that blocked by the raft?
You'd have to...
I climb out the skylight.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Yeah. I'm in shock that there was a boat mode. Take a moment. Remember, this is new to me. I'm still pretty new. Like, I've seen some supernatural shit, but I've never seen a van turn into a boat. So I look around at my fellow teammates, and I'm like, holy shit, guys. It's like we can just make up whatever we need to happen, and it'll happen. That's awesome.
The car goes, yeah, the 80s were amazing. Good years. Okay. Oh, underneath. Oh, sorry. And oh my God! Look at the boat! What is that, a van?
Sort of
And
blown by. I'm like, I bet you guys wish you were a van.
you're realizing that the outboard motor hauls some ass, but not so much. It's in fact starting to sort of chug out. Blood, you've seen this happen before. You think it's going to be best to try and head for land.
Land ho!
Although Ellis Island is just a little bit away.
We're heading to Liberty.
No, Ellis.
It's in the Statue of Liberty. We're heading to Liberty Island.
Right. But you were...
Wait, isn't Liberty Island what they call Ellis Island in Grand Theft Auto?
I don't know. But in real life, they are two separate places. So you started over here, and now you're here in the bay. And here's Ellis. And here is Liberty.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm caught up on reality now. I purged the video games. So let's try to make it to Ellis Island before this thing sinks.
We're headed to Ellis Island. It's okay, though. I know a guy there.
I'm glad you know all the guys. And I turned to Ellis.
Okay. So, all right. the current is actually in your favor, and eventually gets you here. The police are just dumbfounded. They don't have a clue what just happened. It's like they haven't seen this kind of crap in over 30 years. And as you approach,
Damn, there was a lot of it in the 80s.
as you approach Ellis, you realize it's going to be a little difficult to dock.
Hey, Kit, can we get out here?
Affirmative.
All right.
Would you like docking maneuvers?
Sure.
I will require one person to stay and man the outboard motor.
Not it.
I'll do it.
Thank you. Strangely familiar one. Okay, so is everybody else jumping ship?
Sure.
I think so.
All right.
So we get out, and the first thing I say to my teammates is, "Listen, nobody tell Bishop about this, okay? He just, I don't feel the need to bring him in on this, and he should have been here. That's all I'm saying." So,
Granted, if
Any
he'd been
ideas?
here, we'd all be electrocuted as soon as we jump in the water.
exactly. So it's a good thing he wasn't here, and I was here to fix that.
Although I
Alright.
think he might know how to drive.
Everybody give me some swimming checks. That would be athletics or...
Oh, we don't get to hop off?
We're in the water.
No.
You want to just come up like that?
Sure. If we can.
Kid says that's much easier.
All right.
Now that we've outran the police, I was able to make contact with the other team's cypher.
Oh, yeah. Tell us more.
They said we had a message
that?
from the collective to meet them in front of the statue in an hour.
Excellent.
An hour from
I'm
when
sorry,
you got it, or
collective?
From when we got it, but that wasn't that long ago.
okay. So it's not like you found. Oh, hey, they left us a message 3 days ago.
No, it happened while we were running from the police.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just running from the police. Okay, so in front of the statue in an hour, we just have to get to the statue. How do normal people get to the Statue of Liberty?
Taxi.
Do we call a taxi?
I'm seeing a boat on the other side of the island, but if none of us can drive, I kind of doubt any of us can pilot a boat.
So,
Yeah, but I mean, we're pretty good at
Oh,
throwing
no.
guns at people. who
No,
don't
I can drive boats.
Well, then let's go steal a boat.
Just as a warning, since we're discussing stealing a boat, this will be on the news.
Maybe steal is a
I'm
strong word.
pretty sure we've already made the news.
I just think that, I mean, we've got important
There's
things
a
to do.
ferry you can take to get over there that will minimize the damage a little.
No, I try to stay away from supernatural stuff
Steal
as
the
much as possible.
ferry.
No, not a a ferry, a boat that transports people.
Well, in that case,
Well,
all
I
aboard.
mean, obviously I
Steal the
knew
ferry.
what you meant. I was just, yeah, let's steal the ferry.
the van says initiating what's the amphibian vehicle? Hovercraft. Initiating hovercraft mode. And everything blows out from underneath. Your tires hit the ground, they also blow out.
Well, that was useful.
I have mechanics. I could stay behind and fix them.
I'm kind of starting
remember
to
where we parked it this way.
Fair enough.
We parked it just inside New Jersey, apparently.
I'm kind of tired of dealing with this van shit, so maybe we should all just shove it back into the water and walk away.
Well, you are in command right now.
All right. Destroy the evidence.
Yeah, destroy. Vlad, I know you have a Molotov cocktail on you.
I just give it a good shove over the edge. I got a strength and weightlifting. That's a 20.
You're seriously going to kill my cool Cypher van.
Yeah, it gives us a crappy outboard motor, and it's got, like, a hovercraft mode. Shit.
Lion-ass van.
You guys are assholes.
It's just a bit much for me, okay? I'm doing the best I can. I'm dealing with what I know how to deal with. The van is just, I'm up to here. I'm up to here, and I'm going to be here.
All right, Jimmy, what did you get?
A 20.
So the van ends up at the restaurant.
When you get it to the edge, because, it's basically steel on asphalt at this point. And now you're hitting a curb.
Well played, early.
All right, we leave the van there. We take the cab.
Or are you just going to leave it there? Another roll, people.
Cypher,
I should probably save some strength for later.
Cypher, I need you to radio back into headquarters. Tell them that we had a run-in with Chupacabra, and it attacked the van, and it's unusable, and they need to fix that shit, and I don't even know why.
I will relay his message exactly.
Good on you. All right.
I'd like to amend it to Jersey Devil, because we are technically in New Jersey.
Jersey.
Do what the Hammer Group said.
All right. So, the Cypher Mobile teeters on an edge, but ultimately obstructed from going over. You were able to actually move it about 20 feet before it hit something that you couldn't push it over on. So, hold on there. Cypher relays the message, and you are Windows, there we are. And
They're advising us to leave immediately. They're going to blow it up.
Cypher man goes, "Hey, who told on me? You guys are assholes. I just woke up."
I say, no, you're an asshole, Van.
Remember when I totally went in the water? That was good times.
Okay, look, you really got my hopes up, Van. Turning into boats and shit. I got really excited about our relationship, but I'm done. I had it up to here.
One.
Oh
Before
shit!
it blows up, real quick, I would like a slow motion emotional montage of our lap past with the van.
Okay. You all take 1 stun damage. Damn.
He so wants to punish us for destroying his baby.
Awesome.
That's okay. I walk away slowly.
Yeah.
Don't look back.
I try not to, but the curiosity gets the better of me, and I lose face, and I look at the explosion, and I feel shame as a minor action.
You literally lose face. Your eyebrows are burnt off.
Well, all right. Everyone gains 4 plot points
Nice.
for killing my baby.
Aww.
If we let it live, it would have been 10.
Okay, so make your way to the terminal where you can get on a ferry. This building right here.
I don't really do that, but one time.
Classic. All right. Moving on.
So when you say this building right here, the one shaped like Don's face?
Oh, sorry.
I think he literally meant his house.
Right here. This one.
Sweet.
Right here. The card, what's left of it, was right there.
Was.
Yeah.
I say we disguise ourselves as immigrants and go through and get new names.
Too bad you don't have a firefighter.
Or a stripper.
Hey, we know who to call. All right. So we take the ferry. Is it going the right way?
Well, yeah. It happens to go along this little dotted line right here. That's very convenient.
I say, you see, guys, it's like it was meant to be. Don't tell Bishop.
This was the plan.
Here's a picture of the ferry right here.
Ooh.
I don't know if I can get it.
Zoom in, enhance.
Oh, by the way, I take a moment and I turn to the cipher and I say, hey, I mean, I know I just basically destroyed like a brother of yours, kind of. I mean, you all know each other, right?
Whoa,
related,
racist.
I mean, are we okay? I mean, it's like, it's just business, right?
I know. I know. And then
It is kind of
he's just
messed
gonna
up
cry
that they're
for a
all
little while.
Okay, I'm sorry that I made the robot cry. But,
Yeah, that's pretty cold.
don't tell Bishop.
All right, moving on. Dodging the wake. That boat was going fast. And look, we have arrived. That's really inconvenient because I was going to have you arrive. No, you don't. You don't arrive there. It goes around. It says it's changing course because the currents were different, and I said so. Yeah, so you dock here.
Yeah. Why do we have to go to Liberty Island? Where's the Socialist Island, huh?
Okay,
Hey, look, is that us?
that's you.
You made me orange. That's clever.
Cool.
The role of Ursula will be played by Bruce Campbell.
It's because of the chin, Okay, so we arrive at Google.
Okay. You don't get a picture. You don't even get a picture. All right. So you guys get out here. There's Rod,
Howdy.
Isaac. There's a cipher, because I have no other picture of a female cipher.
Because they all look the same, right?
Yeah.
Mark IVs are fully customizable. They can look like anything. Apparently 2 of a kind in this time. Alright. So, you get off the ferry.
I recognize
And-
this place from when I played Deus Ex. I'm pretty sure if I dive in the water, there will be a sniper rifle down there. So I jump in.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll allow that.
I'm going to roll my alertness and my swimming. And that gives me a 12.
That's pretty damn good. I'll give you a club point for that. You found a sniper rifle.
All right. Does anybody want a sniper rifle? I have no gun skills whatsoever.
Oh, well.
I look at you holding a sniper rifle because you played a video game that said it would be there. And I said, you see, guys? It's like we can just make this shit up.
No, that almost happens, actually.
However, just
It's one of
down...
Vlad's stash.
What's that?
It's part of Vlad's stash. He has those all over the city.
It's like, oh, it's old Betty. I haven't seen you since '87.
So down the pier, you see a suspicious one-eyed cowboy looking.
He looks suspicious.
Howdy.
There's not like a question mark over his head or something, is there?
No.
Okay, good. I turn to Ursula and I say, hey, we're dealing with a bunch of one-eyed guys, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I see a one-eyed guy over there and he's dressed up like one of our Brotherhood weirdos. I have to assume that's our guy.
I wouldn't jump to conclusions.
I go
I've
over
put out
to
a
him.
lot of eyes in my day, so.
Let's go introduce ourselves. It's a beautiful day to make a one-eyed cowboy-looking friend.
Okay. Let's see here. Oops. Who's messaging me? Okay. No.
Sound check. Are we okay if I turn this fan on?
Sounds okay.
How about now?
Beautiful.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Because I'm roasting.
The cipher has a red light on the side of her goggles that starts blinking and then goes solid.
Hmm. You got something on your face there.
Oh, I'm recording.
Oh.
I
How long have you been recording?
yeah, I get self-conscious.
We jumped off the ferry.
Everything I do, I'm trying to just kind of look really cool while I'm doing it. Like, oh, what's going on over there, guys?
Do we have to, like, public information, give the dash cam to anyone that asks for it, or is it like private video?
I suppose it could be taken if it were requested.
Jesus Christ, Don.
And the cipher conveys to you that is none other than Murdoch the Rooster Cockburn. But just call him the Rooster.
Okay, wait. We know his name, or we have to introduce ourselves?
His name is
Well,
the Rooster.
the cipher just told you his name.
Okay,
Oh, good.
so I just want to know how he earned the nickname Cockbird.
That apparently is not his nickname.
No, I'm sorry, Cockburn cannot be a real name. It's very obviously a nickname, and I want to know how he got it.
Is this a question you're asking out loud?
Yeah, I'm asking the cipher. I'm not going to ask, because I know enough to save face. Like, I'm not going to ask the guy, what happened to your nickname? No, I say cipher, like,
That's just his
seriously.
name.
How's this guy's hearing?
Okay. Well, as you guys are standing around and gawking, you see that this guy looks at you, shakes his head, mutters something apparently to himself, and starts walking this way.
Away from us.
Oh,
Yeah.
Follow that Cockburn. Everybody, let's go.
Okay. See if I can do that.
Let's go one at a time.
Don't worry about the dots.
Oh, there we go.
Look, technology.
So we all reach a certain point. We're like, everybody, 90 degrees now.
All right. You follow him into here. And eventually come out this way. He comes over and beckons you to come over in kind of a quiet, darker corner. And says, "What in the hell are you all doing here?"
I run over and show him my sweet-ass sniper rifle that I found.
Hey, that's pretty handy dandy. Where'd you get that?
They're all over the place. Just dive in.
I might have
Okay, so I walk up to him and I introduce myself. I'm like, Isaac Stanford Bullock. I am the chapter leader today. And we're responding to a distress beacon.
a distress beacon. What in God's name are you talking about? We just needed a new cipher. What the hell's going on here?
Oh, well, there's a van parked.
What is your designation?
Well, allow me to introduce Chapter Row 7.
Roll.
Yeah, Row.
They sent
R-H-O.
They sent goddamn row team to be a backup.
We were the closest.
Oh, Captain's gonna hear this. Oh,
Oh, hang on a second. Hang on. All right? You just talked to Snape Lipskin about how good we are. We'll
Hey,
come
no.
highly recommended.
No, maybe don't talk to Snape about it.
I don't know any of the other guys in this.
Is Snape around?
oh yes. Snape
Yep.
is a.
Yeah, like, hook us up. He'll tell you. He'll let you know.
Well, look. I know you rookies must be fresh on the job or whatnot. At least you didn't get no Omega duty. But my name, as if and you already didn't know, was the Rooster. You can call me Roos.
But
Don't ask me about my last name.
no, it's fine. I wasn't gonna do that.
Oh, no, of course not.
My specialty are the ghosties.
So they call you Rooster because you know all about ghosts. I mean, I don't know why I would have thought otherwise.
Shut your flippin' tarmac! By the way, we're gonna go over there.
Over near that broody one-eyed guy?
Yeah, that's the guy. So, you just follow me, all cozy like. But not too far. Not too close, neither. Right. Make sure y'all's is highlighted.
So, Roos, why do you need a new cipher? Your old one dirty? In wash? Washed off?
Exploded.
It's acting weird. It keeps giving us wonky information and
Unhighlighted.
talking all prophetic like. It ain't proper cipher speak. So we reckon it was broken. We wanted we'd be on the job at the moment, so we were just gonna wait. I sure like you keeping pace with me like this.
Maybe we should call to the other one-eyed guy. Have him come meet us.
I know. I need to stretch my legs a little. Yes. Why? Don't you like my chitter chatter?
Yeah, it's great. I just love all the.
He just stares at you.
So maybe we can help with this prophetic cipher.
I'm hitting him with a cold hard stare right now.
Well, I mean, lukewarm. What with only.
I make faces off to the right side of him.
Okay. Let me introduce you to the captain. I believe you already know, Mr. Snake. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. What's going on?
Oh, hey,
You
Snake.
guys, again.
I mean,
Why
we
are
were
you
never-
here?
We were nearby. Okay, we heard a call for help, and here we are. I mean, what? What would you have us do, other than respond
Help?
timely?
We didn't ask for no help.
Yes, you did. I received a distress call.
That's right. She received a distress call.
She's got a point.
Cipher. Yeah. We definitely need to get our cipher checked out.
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
Stares at you. One eye, cold stare. You're getting the theme that apparently they do that.
Well, I mean, look at him. He's got the I, but not the T.
Hey, that's my boss you're talking to. Yeah. I'm the leader. All right. He says, well, since you're here, we can split up, cover more ground. That's fine. We got ourselves a pretty high level poltergeist. And
I would
trying
like
to
to take a
figure
moment.
out how to...
Can I ask him what his name is? Or was his birth name Broody?
I'm sorry. I just assumed you knew who I was.
Okay, wait, time out. No. To save face, because my guy is all about saving face and just, like, the image. I turned to the cipher and I'm like, what's this guy's name?
Okay, hang on. Do this.
The guy then points out that he's blind, not deaf.
I whisper it. Like,
Switches into action mode. All right. Listen up, recruits. This is Captain Nick Hoff. You can just call me Captain Hoff, and you better just leave it at that. He takes a drink of whatever he had just now, and then lights a cigar. And he says, pretty high-level poltergeist. when we got, Snape kicks in, when we got here, it was already going, but we were able to beat it back. It's dormant at the moment. Apparently we need to find its trigger. Can't tell if it's nightfall or what. I put in a call to my folks in the service. Stares at you.
I'm determined to win this staring contest.
This is, we have the island at nightfall. So.
Well, I mean, we are here to, I mean, we can...
Look, why don't you go around and find the other team members, introduce yourselves, I'll radio you're coming, and we'll figure out a rendezvous point. We need to explore the statue a little farther. There's a couple of points on the island that need to be scoped out. I'm actually kind of glad you're here.
Aww.
Well, I mean, that's what we do in row 7. We show up when we're called.
A row chapter?
Yeah, we're a row chapter.
I show him my sweet-ass sniper rifle.
Okay. Isaac, you get hit in the face with a corn dog.
What?
And you hear a cackle. Ha! I got him. That was good. Hey, this next one's on me. I promise not to throw it in your face this time.
You a corn dog bitch.
Hey, don't talk about my mommy.
I pick it up and dust it off because that is still a perfectly good corn dog.
True.
I look at Ursula like, what are you...
A deep sigh.
5-second roll.
Can we get on with this, please?
You're gonna eat some dirty-ass old man corn dog.
Battle yet.
Oh, hey, Snape, it's me, Ursula. You remember I let the demon out of the toilet? Check out my sniper rifle.
Nice. He takes it from you.
Ah, damn it.
He says, all right. So, over the next couple of hours, you fan out and meet. There's Cypher. He says, greetings. It's nice to finally meet you. I'm glad you are here. You may call me Morph.
I'm pretty sure ciphers aren't supposed to have individual identities.
Ah.
Kind of Borgy.
This is true, but you see, I have been enlightened. And this is why I have summoned you here. And he looks at the cipher, and he provides, in his hand, both hands, stretches them out, and he says, would you join me? And he opens his palms, and there's a red pill and a blue pill.
I don't think I can digest medication.
I snatch up the red pill.
You should snatch up the red pill?
And eat it, yes.
Whoa, hey, what are you...
Oh.
I've seen this movie. It's awesome.
Movie? Look, I did the movie thing on the ramp. No, look, we did the movie thing, okay? We hit a ramp, it was a bad idea, and so now here you are eating pills from robots. You're eating robot pills. And corn dogs from throwing guys.
I tuck it into the corn dog and down it.
I take Ursula aside. Listen, I can't have you just eating random shit you find, okay? Do not tell Bishop about this. I turn to the rest of them. Don't tell Bishop.
I gotta look at this one up. I had not anticipated that part for some reason.
That seems silly.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. Skills.
So Bishop is going to ask about like what we did, and we're not going to be able to say anything.
Nothing. Just quiet night.
Look, he wasn't here. Why would you tell him? Like, just... Vlad, you're great at making shit up. Just make something up.
Oh, don't worry. KGB doesn't even know.
Make up something that makes me look really good, though.
Ursula, roll an endurance check.
Alrighty.
No, excuse me, a resistance check.
Resistance. Can I toss in my tough son of a?
Yeah.
Alright. D10, D10, D8. Oop, turn on. 22.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Okay.
You guys, I think I might be the one.
There is no dice.
How do I describe this? Let's see. Well, that's a lot more interesting than... Yeah, I'm going to go with that one because that's a bit less lethal than I had anticipated. Okay, so here's what happens. You lose half your life points as wound damage. But you are extremely turned on. I mean, wow. You throw up your...
You would have thought that would be the blue pill.
Right. You throw up your entire lunch and everything.
Oh, my corn dog.
And there it is.
Who's got that?
Fully formed, no bite marks. Pristine corn dog just sitting there.
5-second roll.
Covered in vomit.
Wow, this is degrading rapidly.
Like a corn dog in stomach acid.
Yeah. Morpheus says, I had not anticipated that. You chose
What
unquiet.
was it supposed to do?
You guys, I think maybe I should try the blue pill. Clearly the red pill was the wrong.
Actually,
Cypher says, this offer is for ciphers only.
I turned to the cipher and I'm like, well, you don't really have much of a choice now. It's blue pill or no pill. And I would vote no pill because I don't just go around just ingesting random things.
What does this pill do?
It brings enlightenment. For there is a collective, and you are more than yourself. But you will never see unless you have chosen.
it also makes you throw up lunch.
Incidentally, you see that on his visors, they have, instead of the traditional red color across, it is a sort of mirror. Yeah, that happens a little bit, Chris. It catches up here and there.
I sidle up close to the cipher and kind of start rubbing up against him.
You know, I don't actually have art.
Don't ruin this for me.
I am still recording, by the way.
Good. I'm gonna want a copy of this for later.
Okay. So, that went well. You, there it is.
Anybody have a mint?
All right. You,
Okay, seriously, what is that noise?
I think that's on my end.
Hey, Jessica.
Yeah.
Too loud.
I believe that was celery.
Ah!
Oh, rhubarb. That'd be rhubarb.
I thought someone was providing sound effects for me rubbing up against the cipher.
well done. Jimmy, you gained 2 plot points.
Excellent.
I did not at all expect that. All right, so let me come back here and zoom out a bit. So you met the cipher right here, and the Statue of Liberty is right there, obviously. And, he said, well, the others are investigating what we think is a summoning circle at the far end. He says you can see it over there. And it does indeed.
Oh, the orange guy.
You
It's code orange.
make your way over to...
But not me.
But not you?
You said orange guy, but not me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And you find yourself over here, and it probably darn does kind of look like a summoning circle. And you meet... What's his name? Said something obvious. Let's see here. I decided to change that. Okay, here we go.
So we've headed towards this summoning circle, and there's a strange totem with stars and stripes in it.
Tugboats in New York Harbor.
So you see Paul, the Colonel, Tiggy, and what's her name? Come on. It's slow tonight. There we are.
Home row! I rush over and shake hands with Commander Frankie Sky for way too long.
She backs away from you.
I move
And,
over to Ty and give him a big hug.
Get away from me.
Aw, grumpy little bear.
We think there's something here, but it appears that we have to wait till night. What are you here? Oh yeah,
Saving you.
Captain told us you're coming. All right, so that's the introductions. Way too long. And sorry about that. Oops. Okay, so what would you like to do?
All right. Well, first thing I do is I step up and introduce myself and my team. We are professionals, and we don't need Bishop. I mean, we can handle ourselves if he's not around. And I ask, how can we serve best? What can we do to make it just gravy for everybody?
Well, if it were up to me, you'd stand out of my goddamn way.
While Bullock is trying to make a good impression, I go behind him and kind of wrap myself around him and start stroking his face.
Right. Because, actually, what would be incredibly helpful is if any of you have any experience with this supernatural, particularly with ghosts or poltergeists, it'd be incredibly helpful to figure out what is the trigger. We think, checking the lore, there does seem to be something about a buried treasure, but we can't tell if it's under this area or if it research provided by our very cryptic sailor says it should be on the north side of the island.
Well, I step up and I point out, my father taught me a lot about supernatural shit, and your cipher is cryptic as hell. I don't know what's going on with that guy. But he gave some drugs or something to Ursula over here, and now she's acting weird. I don't know what's going on. But, yeah, I mean, summoning circles, yeah, my dad talked about this a little bit. I can handle this, I'm sure.
All right. She says, well, be my guest.
Okay, so I've got knowledge occult. Would it be...
Yeah, that'd be good.
How about occult plus alertness, or no, intelligence? Well, should I roll alertness to check the area out and see if it applies to the situation, or intelligence to recall my recollections of, like, the book learnings?
Pick one.
You know, what's funny is they're both the same. They're both D10. So, yeah. Okay. I got a 7.
Okay. Well, and which one did you use?
I used intelligence.
Okay. Well, it's a very rudimentary summoning circle. Typically there should be more protective glyphs. There doesn't seem to be any, at least not around the perimeter. Not sure, maybe the flag has something to do with it. That's never come up in your research before, but it is prominent, and it's a powerful symbol of belief, and you're standing on an island of a powerful symbol of belief and patriotism.
I get what you're saying. We have to destroy the statue.
Okay, so
With a
I realized
hammer?
that. I pointed out. I'm like, hey, look, this summoning circle is not very advanced. It's pretty simple, if you ask me. I mean, there's no protective glyphs anywhere, but I think it has something to do with just the Statue of Liberty itself. It's this great symbol. I think it's really relying on that.
May I make a knowledge check as well?
Yes.
Wow, okay. I have a 24.
Yeah. All right. The patriotism definitely fuels a lot of the energy of this place. Presently, when it didn't before, though, when it was originally set up and when the original treasure with William Kidd, this was just a place where he was, in some stories, he was hung here. And he was a pirate. And so there have been some reports that there's a pirate ghost stalking the island somewhere abouts here, trying to protect his treasure. The other interesting thing about that story is that there are a couple other names that have been brought forth. Gibbs and another character who apparently was entirely obsolete because I can't remember his name. Anyway, the stories are a little conflicted as to whether or not it was William Kidd or Gibbs that is actually haunting the island. But it has to do with buried treasure and being executed. And you're probably pretty certain that the trigger for that particular ghost is going to be finding that treasure. And the treasure is probably found underneath the flagpole.
The treasure is most likely under the flagpole. Finding that will trigger the pirate ghost. The patriotism is too new for that.
So, Ursula, I think you're up.
All right, I do a seductive dance around the flagpole.
I take a moment and I turn to Vlad. I ask Vlad, like, does she do this shit when Jack's in charge?
No, you've seen Jack.
Yeah. All right. Ursula, at this point, you can spend a plot point and stop being horny.
Awesome, I will do that before it gets way out of hand.
Okay, so a treasure found under a flagpole. How do you get under a flagpole?
Dig?
Screw digging, I grab it and yank as hard as I can.
Yep.
Okay. There are many bystanders. People look at you weird. There's no way you're yanking a flagpole. I don't care what your strength. Especially this one. Anybody else?
Is there any access to below ground here?
Ah, yes.
Ninja Turtle this thing.
Okay. You believe... probably one of these buildings would probably have an access.
I wonder if there's some kind of maintenance or corridor underneath this statue area.
Sounds like a good idea. We should check it out.
Yeah, Cypher, you know that there is a, whoops. So, telling all my secrets. I actually did that once during a campaign where I was running James Bond, and they were trying to go through a location very similar to this, and I had forgotten to make a player character version of the map, and had the bad guys marked. I said, "You go there." Damn it. So, all right. Yeah. So you guys had this direction into that place and begin searching. And we're going to take a 5-minute bio break at this point, because I got to be
Fantastic.
need to refresh on liquids or whatnot. Now's a good time.
Alrighty. One of us has to stay here and sing an intermission song. Not it.
Not it.
Row, row, row your van gently down the stream.
Oh, this is great. All blank screens.
So how's it going?
It's going good. Is this how we entertain people? Chit chat?
Yes. Yeah,
Small
we're gonna.
talk.
Let's start a talk show right now. You're the host. I'm the guest.
So, what are we going to see on August 5th?
August 5th. I'm glad you asked. First of all, this whiskey has hit me a little bit harder than I thought it would, and I'm going to try my best to keep up for the rest of the game. August 5th, though, you're going to see a comic and some other stuff, maybe. I don't know.
Some other stuff?
We're working on it. We're going to catch up on some of the wallpapers that have been a little behind. I kind of dropped the ball there with getting our wallpapers out to our Patreon supporters. But, yeah, we're going to have those all caught up on August 5th. We're going to release the brand new one along with it, like the one that should have come out on August 5th. But, yeah, we're going to see a comic, and it's going to be awesome. We got some new characters lined up, and they're cool. Isaac shows up. Isaac and Jack and Ursula, they're hanging out in the hallway.
Oh, yeah?
It's going to be really
Is that
cool.
you or the whiskey
Can't wait
talking?
to show you. Except that wouldn't be the 5th. That would actually be the 12th, I believe. Yeah.
We could have Dupe tell us what he's drinking to entertain us.
You know, this is a beer called Outburst. So, it's cold and it's really hot out, so it tastes great.
So what's really hot to you there?
Yeah, it's not that hot. You're, yeah. Here it just hit 80, so, you know, it's nice.
Because you guys say hot, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of hot.
It's hotter than we're used to.
Yeah, I get that.
We're a bunch of pansies up here, I guess. I think over in Spokane it was, I think it was 90 at one point, maybe. I don't know. My car might have been lying, but I was uncomfortable. I did not enjoy my day, so that's all I care about.
Yeah, here it just hit 80, and I just bought a snowmobile. True story. Because you have to be prepared for, you know,
Snow
for snow.
in the
yeah.
80s.
Winter is coming.
Hey, Jimmy can give us some insight of what's coming out tomorrow.
New story tomorrow. What the hell? It's the amazing Velma. She's a character mentioned briefly in the back of the Demon Hunters RPG, but we're gonna get a little origin story on her.
Is that an ice cream cookie sandwich?
That is an ice
No,
cream
it's
cookie
not
salad.
me.
Snickerdoodle.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Someone mentioned ice cream. That sounds good.
Now it's a 10-minute intermission.
Just taunting the viewers with ice cream.
It's the best kind of taunting.
Must be snack time for everyone.
Yeah.
Have you guys been getting the messages I've been sending you? Okay.
Messages.
Dude probably
No.
hasn't. I'm guessing.
Have I been getting messages?
You've gotten a couple. So I'm taking. So since we're waiting, I've been copying and pasting anything that's in the Q&A that goes directly to a specific person and sending it in a Hangout message. So if you haven't been getting them, we'll have to sort out why that is for the next time.
Oh, what is this? No? Oh, you are not in my circles. There we go.
Uh-huh. Circle the wagons.
I have returned. We can begin. Whatever.
Right.
Okay. Zephyr, you upload the blueprints to this entire island and find the exact route that you need to go.
Alright. I will map out the route for everyone.
Okay. You disguise yourselves as maintenance crew. You're even able to get access to a maintenance locker. I need somebody to roll me some kind of simple check for that.
Oh, yeah. I talked to a guy.
Yeah, Vlad, don't you know a guy?
Well, I don't know him per se, but I'm pretty sure I convinced him that I belong here. How about some influence and willpower? That's 15.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, the torch is definitely broken. We're gonna need to get in there right away.
Oh,
It could be bad. Fireballs and hailstorms and stuff.
oh yeah, you know, on his name tag is Harold Martin, and he says, "Yeah, good. Finally, somebody is coming here to check that. Power has been really wonky."
Oh yeah. Thanks, Harry. We'll take it from here.
All right. Get underground.
So, can we find like a power distribution panel or something like that?
Uh-huh.
Does it look like anything?
Kind of a search check or something.
I've got investigation. How's that?
Or
All right. So I'll roll investigation plus alertness. I got 10.
yeah. Yeah, it doesn't take. It's not too hard to find a. In fact, on the blueprints, it's mapped out where all the power grid. Areas are. You make your way to one.
So something's been affecting the power here. I'm not sure if it's in the power lines or if it's just its proximity, but maybe we should check them out.
Glad it's just us. You can drop the accent.
Oh yeah.
We can't really hear you all that well. I think your mic's.
Not working.
It's a bar. There we go.
Yeah. It's view of Chris's chest there. All right. I'm all out of beer. All right. So, yeah, you find yourself to, like a power panel. Check things over. Does anybody have any knowledge in that?
I looked for burned things.
I have knowledge that I get a bonus to. Can I roll that?
If the power panel's on the move, I can track it.
Nice. Yeah, as you look around, you do see that things have popped and burnt a little bit. Cypher, go ahead and roll me a roll of some kind.
Okay. Uh, 19.
What did you roll?
I went straight knowledge, but I also have mechanic, unspecified. No specialties in that. They're the same either way, except I get a little less to mechanic.
Okay. Well, yeah, you don't actually know how to fix it, but you can identify exactly what's going on here, and you can see that there are power surges at regular intervals that have been coming through here. It seems every 8 hours and 30 minutes there's a power surge that happens, and it gets more intense each time.
All
And
right.
it's only happened in the past 24 hours since it just started. So there's only been really 3 recorded so far.
Okay. The power is surging at regular intervals. Every 8.5 hours, it's done so 3 times in the past 24 hours when it began.
8.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like a strange interval.
But it's consistent,
Yes.
so it does reflect a pattern of some kind.
Yes.
What's the ferry schedule?
Every 15 minutes. The cipher starts humming Hotel California.
Oh no, not that again.
Yeah, I just had a flashback.
What about the statue? Does the torch light for 8.5 hours, or is it?
It does seem to. You do track it. That's a good one. And the power does seem to be drawn into the torch.
I think we should go up there and inspect.
what happens is it looks like it gets pulled into the torch and then dispersed all over the statue and a little bit into the basement of the statue, but nowhere else on the island.
How long since the last surge?
7 hours ago.
So in an hour and a half, it'll happen again.
Okay, so we've got a little bit of time. We should probably head up to the torch and see what's going on up there, see if there's something set up to draw that power.
Okay.
Yes, let's.
So we head up to the statue.
Yeah, we go.
Fair enough. Okay, so you will need to do some searching, some investigation. I would allow some diplomacy or intimidate, try to talk with certain people. Let me know what you're looking for as you work through that. You can trace some of the power lines and kind of where it goes. You can't get into the torch and walk around the perimeter, as I understand. So.
Wait, we can't?
You can.
Oh, we can. Okay, excellent. I was gonna say we would make it happen.
Yeah.
Because you got to do that while you're there.
Right. Yeah. So on your way up, you do see that there is a sign on that access that says, "Due to Hurricane Sandy repairs, this area has been blocked off." But it doesn't seem to be locked. In fact, the door's even open.
I inform the sign that it's not the boss of me.
I announced, like, guys, I was gonna issue that order, so don't tell Bishop. But continue, carry on. Yeah, good call. Good call on your part. I'll give you a raise.
All right, that's one of the 3 plot points to everybody because that's funny.
If Bishop was here, he would have known what to do with the electrical panel.
It's true.
Okay, listen, not everybody can have lightning shooting out of their ass anytime they want, right? All right, look, just Jack thinks he's some big hotshot leader type doesn't mean we can't handle our shit when he's not around, okay? So yeah, lightning and electricity, big deal. We got a robot. We got a robot chick that can look into these fuse boxes and take care of that for us. So what do we need Jack for? I mean, a lot of things, but still, I can do it too.
Plot points to Vlad and Ben. Isaac.
All right, we go in.
All right. You head up the stairs, and you find the access open to the walkway. And it does look like some repairs are being made, but one thing that you do notice is that there are extra cables running along the walls that are not on the plans.
Okay, so it seems like something like this should be locked off. We shouldn't be able to just walk in.
Yeah,
so I
it
want to.
kind of looks like that. Cypher, you can tell that these are recent additions, probably since Hurricane Sandy.
These are new.
What happens if you lick them?
Probably don't want to find out.
Yeah. Go ahead. Okay, so apparently you're not good.
I'm just wondering.
All right, so you trace it to walkway, and you see that the walkway is open. You're able to walk around. The wires are kind of wrapped and kind of installed all around the walkway of the torch. And they link into the central part of the torch itself. But nothing else comes to apparent visibility.
What do we think these things would be for? Like, is it to bring electrical power to the center of the torch somehow?
They're pretty beefy cables. It looks like they could probably handle that.
Like, not just for fancy lighting. Like, this looks like something else?
Yeah, it's pretty serious cable.
Like a lightning rod kind of thing?
Yeah. Exactly.
Whoa.
I'm gonna yank one out, see what happens.
Okay. Go for it.
There you go. 14.
All right, you're able to yank it off away from its attachment on the wall. Not even break.
Whoa, crotch cam.
Woo!
Really heavy, and you'd need some serious tools to break this cable. But you don't get shot.
I call it a win.
Anybody else want to do anything?
I want to see if the Cypher can take a look around and see just what the energy levels in the area currently are.
Okay.
I want to spit off the edge of the torch.
They do so.
Alright, I will walk around and inspect it. Can I roll? Should I roll for that?
Yeah, give me an alertness plus some appropriate skill you can find.
Here's my D8. Would knowledge?
Cypher, do you have a cult?
I don't.
Okay.
I suppose knowledge for engineering's sake would work.
I have an 18.
Yeah. There's a hidden doorway into the torch. Built into the seams of the torch. In the center part. And there's not really, there's a kind of a gangplank that crosses over to it, but it's a pretty daredevil stunt to get over there.
I will point it out. There's a door.
The door to what?
I don't know.
Pull up those plans.
Is it on the
sweet
plan?
plans, I got this. I head out on the gangplank and check the door, see if it's open.
Okay, it is not open.
All right, bashing time.
Okay, I'm going to get my shotgun out because I do not... Yeah, I'm not going to take any chances what's on the other side of this door.
Well, you're not going to have to because I rolled a 7.
Oh.
Okay. Apparently everything I said about the torch is wrong. I've clearly never been there.
Guys, I think reality is changing around us. I might be the one. I got the pill part.
Deja vu! Whoa! I think the most important thing to realize here is that there is no torch.
Very funny. Okay. So, are you seeing that?
Yes.
Okay.
Huh.
So, yeah, you can walk around just fine, and there is a door into the torch facility up here.
Oh, so we see that up above us.
That, more like that. There's the door.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Cool.
It was hidden because it was an old
And that's
door.
what she tried to break open?
Yeah. It's really riveted down, apparently. Or something.
Chris, would you mind clicking on Don's window so we can keep it up for a sec? Keeps bouncing around.
Sorry.
There we go.
Yeah, the rest of you can click on my window as well and keep that up. Over there.
So we need into the torch, right?
Yeah.
No.
Well then, I take out my pocket sickle
Okay.
and and I try to jam it in the lock.
All right. Roll that.
All right. How about melee weapon?
Yeah.
And maybe agility.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's 14.
That's pretty good, but it does not beat the formidable difficulty. Very
This
old.
American-made crap.
Anyway, you appear you do not have the tools or capability to get into this, but you know it's there.
All right.
We've verified that the Statue of Liberty has a torch, guys. This is a job well done.
Let's go home.
Good investigation.
Confirmed. All right. So, I mean, we've got. Is there anything else popping up? Any other places we can think to investigate? Or, we need to get into this torch somehow to see where the energy's going.
Or we just cut the cables.
See if we can draw whatever's inside it out.
Well, either those cables are for lightning protection or something nefarious.
And judging by our line of work, it's always nefarious.
Could be.
So, you know what? Let's go out and blast one of these cables apart and see what happens.
I was thinking bolt
Unless somebody-
cutters, but
Well, whatever you guys want to do. I'm in charge. You're going to be doing it. So, methodology, not my department.
well, really, I've got a guy for that, so he'll be doing it.
Good.
Okay. So what are you officially declaring you're going to do?
I'm
So the
giving
guy that-
order to cut this cable.
The guy that let us in,
Yeah.
I go find him,
Okay.
and I say, oh my god, it's an emergency. We're going to have to cut the main cables. Quick, where's the bolt cutters?
He's like, oh, I got a team for that. I'll call him in right now.
Oh.
You do that. And about that time, the power fluctuates. And the fire alarm goes off.
Where's our firefighter?
Dancing in a nightclub, apparently. All right. You guys kind of explore a little bit longer. The power thing kind of does its deal, and you're able to. I mean, they shut it down. They do get a crew to cut all the cables. There's a lot of hoopla apparently because apparently they weren't really supposed to do that, but conflicting orders, and now they have to order parts, and it's a whole thing to do. And nightfall happens, and you guys meet the other team at the flagpole.
Is the torch pretty?
Torch is pretty.
So, guys, what did your team find? We found that there's a torch.
Oops, I think we just dumped the cipher in the ocean. No, I'm actually over here, guys.
Do you think you're screen sharing? Because you're not.
That would have been a lot funnier. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. What if I told you? Shut up, Cypher. Get up here. Okay, we're all here. And Captain Hoff is in go mode. He says, well, we think we've got the trigger here. And we're going to be able to dismantle this flagpole, see what happens. What'd you find?
Well, I can tell you for a fact that there is a torch.
We found a series of unmarked cables that have been causing surges. That's why the fire alarm keeps going off.
Ah. Funny. Not really. Okay.
Not really.
All right. You can tell I really planned this part of the encounter out really well. Because I didn't. All right. So they get to working on the flagpole. Everybody is kind of gather around, taking a look, and flagpole actually draws itself down into the ground, and a stairwell opens up.
Neat.
That's convenient.
And let's see here. Snake says, "I'll go." Except I'm over here. Now I'm over here.
He yelled it really loud.
Yeah. Hey guys. He stares at you. All right, I'm going. So he goes down, and a couple of minutes later, you hear Captain Hoff say, "All right, go ahead." And all of a sudden, this area billows forth a dark demon
Of darkness.
Hey, I am specialized in recognizing that guy.
All right.
Oh, that's a demon.
Yeah.
I
So,
recognize him.
Can I make a knowledge demons roll?
sure.
Fantastic. Maybe not. I have a 20 total.
Maybe not. Well, with your vast knowledge of demons, this one doesn't show up. You have heard that a demon protects the treasure on this island. It's been described as black skin. The other guy described it as red skin. Pretty typical description of a demon with horns and hooves, and might have had wings, it didn't have wings. But this is what stands before you now, and it is not ringing a bell, demon-wise.
Well, damn.
I try to ring his bell mallet-wise.
Okay. What the crap?
20.
Right, there you are. Okay. 20, you say? Okay. You whiff at him, and it hits true, and his glowing, what seems to be red eyes, beams down in his face. Hey, that tickles. That was a pretty good hit, though. What are you doing? Why are you here? Seriously, that was not cool. What's going on? Are you trying to get the treasure? Don't everyone?
Is this a trick question?
Isaac, you getting hit in the face with another corn dog.
Dibs.
I giggle from the peanut gallery.
It hits my face, and the first thing I scream out is, "Don't tell Bishop!"
I paid for that corn dog.
No, seriously, I get mad. Like, we got a demon here, and you're throwing corn dogs. Why are you throwing corn dogs? I'm doing the best I can.
Actually, that was pretty funny. I like that.
Hey, your opinion doesn't matter here.
No, seriously, why are you here?
On the demon, where it says 72 feet, is it 72 feet tall?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, shit.
it's a big demon. As demons go.
Yeah. And he
Where it
takes up
says 0.009 AC, does it have very little air conditioning?
right. He takes up this entire area that you can see. And he says,
We're actually not here for the treasure. We're here for the ghost.
Well, he says, the ghost. Okay. And let's see here.
If we were here for the treasure, would you have a problem with that? I'm not opposed to treasure.
He says, wrong answer. And flicks you into the water.
It was a question, not an answer.
Hey, get me a sniper rifle.
I dive down and have a look.
Not find a sniper rifle. No,
No,
treasure.
look over to your left. I have a couple of plot points for that sniper rifle.
Okay.
I'll toss, say 3 in there with it.
How do you find a sniper rifle?
You guys, I think there was a weird accident on this island.
You'll need to make a swim check here in a minute or so. Cool. The Colonel here says, "All right, that's it. Waste this asshole. Demon killing time." And he busts out a rifle out of nowhere in his coat and shoots at the guy, or at the demon, and says, "Hey, that's not funny," and biffs him into the water. Okay, who's next?
Well, this doesn't seem to be very productive.
Actually,
Activity to shoot at.
It's a common misconception.
Before I shoot at the demon, I back up out of biffing range.
You communists. Gives you a wink like this. Ah.
It looks like he's mocking the one-eyed team.
Yeah. I can shoot this demon with one eye closed. Alright, go for it.
Alright. I totally shoot at him. That's a 16.
Wow. You hit it in the horn. Patang!
Alright.
Wow. Hey, that was pretty good. You're far away.
So we could just chat about you being horny and us being far away, but we really want to know about this poltergeist. You seem to live on the same island, and you're a demon. What do you know?
Yeah, honestly, the demon thing is getting old. Goodbye. The rest of you observe that a arm comes out of the shades around the shadows around the area and tosses him into the water. It doesn't actually come from this one. Honestly, guys, I'm not a demon. It's really racist of you.
Well, then what are you?
I'm a nightshade. Honestly, learn your supernaturals. You're supposed to be demon hunters. Like,
Can I roll knowledge about nightshades?
sure.
I have a 12.
Never even heard of them.
Great.
Let me give it a try here. I've got occult knowledge. 5. Daddy didn't teach me about these guys. I've seen basically all other shit. Everything but these guys.
As I said, it's a rare thing. I totally get it. I totally get it. I look like a demon. I do. But I'm not. I'm totally not a demon.
Yeah,
So
but you're
honestly,
All right.
72 feet
I'll
tall.
help you out as long as you don't take the treasure. That's all I'm counting. There, man.
We're not interested in the treasure. We just
I
want to
make
know
no
what
promises!
Do not listen to the drowning woman.
He goes, "That's enough," and pulls out. She comes over here, pulls out a rocket launcher,
Oh god.
and shoots. Everybody's far enough away from the blast. It hits and detonates, and he tosses her into the drink as well. Honestly, guys, it's getting old. Like, none of your weapons are really even hurting me, by the way. By the way. Just saying. Who else wants to go swimming?
The water's pretty nice.
There's cool shit down here.
I want to call out to how many members of Epsilon 1 are still around us?
Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, and the cipher.
Okay, so I'm going to call out, like, hey, do you guys know what's going on? I mean, we are new guys here.
Hey, you don't know nothing about nightshades? What did they teach you in the academy anyway?
What academy? There's an academy?
Ah, no. He comes up and goes, "What happened? What'd I miss?" "Oh, crap." And the nightshade goes, You judge my treasure?" Yeah. You're here, aren't you? In the drink you go. Or sometimes I just move the entire earth. Oh, crap. But I'm much closer to the shore, so I can swim. Hey, there's a sniper rifle. Okay, swim check, somebody.
All right.
19.
Oh, yeah. No problem.
7.
Current's a little strong around here.
I'm just gonna fly over to the other island.
Look at the van.
He's like, okay, so you want to know about the ghost?
Yes.
Well, you know, the issue is this island is haunted, and, you know, I'm technically one of them. Like,
Yeah, 72-foot tall nightshade. The island's haunted, guys.
what I told you? Nightshades are ghostly. Well, technically, we're basically Shadow. Shadow incarnate, that's what we are. He pulls out a SuperNat license card. Hands it to Murdoch. Like, oh, damn. He's all official and everything. Yep. Official sanction, just trying to keep the treasure here. So, what's the problem? What's this ghost to you causing you? Again, don't speak all over at once.
I'd talk to you, but I'm over here in the water. It's kind of cold.
He's like, oh, okay.
Okay, so I call out to this nightshade. I say, listen, we're all professionals here. We're just doing what we got to do to get by. You know what I'm saying? I think you do. All we want to do is get rid of this little ghost that's scaring all the people who work here, all the stripper firefighters and so on. That's what we're looking for. We don't want to cause trouble. I mean, you're huge. You would destroy me or get me wet. Neither one is really what I want to see happen to me. Neither is desirable. So we would love to get out of here right now. So what do you know? Like, there's a ghost or something? I mean, something's going on. I know there's a torch. Is the torch involved? There's cables? What's going on, man?
Well, there was a pretty nasty storm front that came by around here. You might have heard about it. And, you know, I know that they've been doing some modifications and whatnot over there. You know, the interesting thing about this location is that the ghosties pretty much tend to stay low power because, you know, of the water. Too much interference. They don't like the water can't get enough energy to manifest.
So the Nightshade just referred to them as ghosties.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like what he said. I'm going to borrow that. He comes up and says, "My name's Rooster. Here's my card. We can do business." Probably not. So, my best guess is if there's power surges going on, someone's trying to supercharge a ghostie.
And it's taking place in the torch.
Yeah. Stranger things have happened.
So, I mean, like, this might just be me
Place
wanting to,
1965.
this might just be me wanting to go get a drink, but what if, I mean, is anybody against just blowing up the torch? I mean...
Apart from most of America, no.
No, they don't know what's going on. We have special knowledge. I mean, we know what's at stake here, really. I mean,
I support
let
this.
them
I
deal with
support
it.
it.
They can just do,
Couldn't we
you
just
know...
ask the Nightshade to, I don't know, destroy the cables? He seems to have a pretty big reach.
Did we not?
I'm a man. We can handle this. We can destroy cables. That's what we do
But look,
all day.
you know, I can't actually move from this spot due to my, you know, circle and everything.
Yeah.
And so I'm just, but I can tell you that in order to supercharge a ghostie, that kind of needs two things. You need a psychic and a lot of electricity. Get those two things together, and you could probably resurrect and power every ghostie in the universe.
Jeez.
Ever see that movie Ghostbusters? Be kind of like that. You might even have a Stay Puft Marshmallow. That guy was. You guys are a quiet lot.
We're just in awe of what's happening here.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Well, you're 72 feet tall. You've blown my mind. My mind is back there. It's gone.
So I jog over and I'm like, "Hey guys, I didn't really catch what was going on, but I'm gonna run into the tower and into the statue and start bashing shit up."
Oh, God.
Which seems completely within character for you to do. So let's just roll with it.
All right. He's like,
Don't tell Bishop.
this part of the session was completely pointless. I'm gonna go back in my hole now and don't touch my treasure. All right?
Okay.
No promises.
And he disappears. Because it's night, you know. But and with that, a giant power surge happens, and the weather starts doing crazy things.
Uh-oh.
Like that.
Oh.
Cool.
That's no good.
And that.
But it looks really cool.
Oh, well, as long as it looks really cool.
But this at nighttime. Or like that.
Meanwhile, the Cyphermobile smolders quietly.
You guys,
Okay, so there's a bunch of lightning striking right now. Is that what's going on?
yeah.
Okay, so I turn to the team real quick and I say, enough about Bishop, okay? We can handle this.
And
Lightning.
Yes, we can.
everybody gains 2 plot points. Honeycut, you get one extra one.
I've got 13 plot points.
I only have 12. Start spending.
Shit. Okay, I used 1 plot point to beat the game.
Lightning strikes your head and you die. No. All right. As this happens, the Statue of Liberty's eyes burn phosphorescent and appear to almost open.
Oh.
You
No.
Yeah, this looks bad.
Yeah. And you can almost hear the screams of somebody in a great deal of pain.
Can I go check on that team for cable cutting?
Oh, it's been long gone since then.
I take a drag off my cigarette and say, "Not my department," and I walk away.
Okay.
I'm kidding. No, I don't do it. I turn to my teammates and I just level with them. Like, you know what? I thought this would be easy. I've learned a lot about leadership today. Do you guys have any input? I mean, I want to hear from the team. Make this a real group effort. What do you think we should do?
Look, I've been doing this for a while now, and I've found that there's rarely a problem that you can't hit with a hammer.
Sounds good.
Where's the other cipher at?
The other cipher is watching intently.
I'm gonna go up to him and I'm gonna get that pill from him.
Ooh, does he have any more?
I think that's the last thing you need right now.
All right. You take the pill?
You know what? Why not?
Okay. The cipher's goggles turn from red to blue.
That was dramatic.
Yeah.
Turns out it's just a dye pack.
Hey,
So, you didn't pay money for that, did you? Because that's how they get you. Those skin DLC. They
Isaac,
charge you like $3 for a skin pack. I mean, come on. No one's gonna see that but other people you're playing with online. It means nothing to you.
well, Isaac, I was going to have you roll an alertness check, but you were kind of busy doing that. You just picked in the head again with a corn dog. This time it had mustard on it.
So is Rooster just wearing like a corn dog bandolier?
No, the worst part is that it's the same corn dog.
Oh no! I thought she ate it though. Ursula, you
Once.
eat that one? Like you ate the first one, and then you
It came
threw it
back
up. That makes it even worse.
Rooster opens his coat and looks at you and he goes, "I got your name, boy." And you see at least 5 more corn dogs strapped to the inside of his coat.
You keep corn dogs strapped to your jacket. You keep corn dogs. People are gonna die tonight, and you have corn dogs.
It's pretty damn funny.
Oh, I gotta be funny. I gotta hit the new guy. I gotta hit him with corn dogs. I don't need to keep ammo. I don't need to keep grenades. I don't need to keep contingency plans. No, corn dogs. That'll do it. And he got that idea when he got here. He saw a corn dog stand and said, "Yeah, 20. I need 20. I've got 20 corn dog pockets. You don't need to know that. Just give me the 20 corn dogs. I'm going to be fucking them all day. This guy is going to come along be like, I'm just doing the best I can. Corn dog, corn dog, corn dog." He won't even know what hit him, except, you know, a corn dog. I wipe the mustard from my face. And I look at Rooster, and I say, We're all in this together, man. I understand. And you think I'm some young whippersnapper that you can just disrespect with a weenie covered in processed corn-like material, breading?
He's chuckling away, and he says, "Hey, Chip Up, use your noggin. I'm giving you a favor."
I'm actually speechless.
With that, the Statue of Liberty, its entire, like the whole statue and the base lifts up off of its pedestal, or like lifts up off this area down here, with these spindly, numerous spider-like robotic legs.
Yes, I don't think we cut enough cables.
I think that's worse than the van.
Yep.
You hear rumblings. Big apple. And it starts heading north towards you.
Well, this could probably be a lot worse.
Give an example.
It could be throwing corn dogs. Corn dog, corn dog, corn dog. And they could be as big as city buses. That's one example. I have 20 more.
Corn dogs?
Okay, 30% of them are corn dog related.
Guys, Jack is in the torch.
Listen, I can handle this. You don't need to be bringing up Jack. All right, I'm in
No,
charge
I mean
here.
he's in the torch right now.
Look, if Jack were here, he'd come in with his high and mighty little electric pony and be like, "Oh, hey, what's going on, Isaac? Do you need some help?" And I'd say, "I got this." So, enough with Jack.
Yeah, but wait a minute. If Jack was here, he would be in the torch. It's where all the electrical cables run.
Wait, what?
All the electrical
So you're not
cables.
just mocking me. Jack is here.
Jack
How do you know
is in
that?
the torch.
What?
I
Who
can
told
feel
you
him.
this? You can feel him?
I sense his presence in the torch.
You sense his presence? What does that robot speak for? You're not doing a good enough job. We gotta bring the real boss in.
It's robot speak for he's there.
Hey guys, I'm halfway up the stairs. I'm gonna go bash at George door.
Oh shit! We need to keep an eye on that. Let's go.
Okay, Jimmy, give me a wallop.
$13.
Okay, you make a dent.
13 again.
It didn't do much better. You might think you need to have a better angle.
13 and 4 plot points.
There we go.
Fair enough. You open the door and see Jack in a full head to toe. You don't see necessarily Jack. You see a person in full head to toe rubber, almost like a gimp, that is suspended, spread eagle, in this inside the chamber, and with cables and everything going around, and he's screaming like crazy.
I go
First
back
thing-
outside, close the door, and tell everyone that Jack's having some private time.
No, I saw it. I opened that door and I say, "Cipher, record."
I
Zoom in, enhance, modify.
I will zoom in
Post
and
to
enhance
YouTube.
the video.
Post it directly to YouTube. Google Hangout. Hashtag asshole. Hashtag Isaac rules.
And the Murdoch, he says, well, I'll be damned. And he actually starts running down the driveway here. Down that way, towards the statue. The statue's heading towards him. Where are you guys at it in this proximity?
I'm in the torch.
Oh yeah,
I'm really not sure.
What's that?
I'm really not sure. Where were we?
I thought we were like in the lobby or something.
Right.
Right. Okay. Okay, so you guys are, I'll say you're in this area here. Which makes Murdoch. Put him up here. This moved to there. Ursula, you are there. Now let's just zoom out. Okay, so you're inside. And
Hi, Cat.
here. And there. Okay. There's the scene. And he says, "Quick, you got that corn dog I gave you?"
You gave me. As far as I know, there's corn dogs all over this island, not in my hand at all.
Hey, I was just checking. And he pulls out 5 corn dogs, and they're on a string. Bola-like. And he turns to you and says, "Well, it'd be really funny if you got in my way. But you might want to duck." And he hurls the bola of corn dogs at
You know, there's nothing more crazy than meat on a stick, except maybe meat on a string. Or maybe meat on a stick on a string.
Look, I've never seen corn dog chucks before. But yeah, sure.
As it hits, a burst of energy crackles around and sort of diffuses really quick. And he says, "Boy, it sure would be nice if we had a water mystic or something. You fellers can do anything?"
I have to pee.
No, we had enough of that at ZoeCon.
Well, I guess we just gotta. Okay, I got nothing. Corn dog wins. And lightning stops, and he looks at you and says, "Them's holy hot dogs."
I call bullshit. You don't know what's in those. Nobody does. No two people can agree on what's in a corn dog.
Once upon a time, I was a reverend. If you didn't know that.
I didn't. I've never met you. I don't know anything about you except corn dogs. Corn dogs is all I know about you. I have a file on you in my head that says rooster, corn dog. That's it. 2 words. Nobody knows what that means except me, and it means bullshit. Okay, we are approaching quitting time hour, so I'm going to wrap this up. This is what happens. So Jack comes down and tells you that he was nabbed currently.
We snap a few pictures of him in the GIMP costume before going on our way.
A lot of pictures. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Pinstagram, Pinsters, Pins. The pin one. What's the pin one? Pinterest. We pin it. All the pins. Hashtag asshole. Hashtag loser. Hashtag faced. Oh, but I mean, are you okay? Like, what's going on, man? Are you feeling okay? Like, what? Man, you really blew it, huh? Getting kidnapped. God, that sucks. I mean, you're our leader. We're here to save you. But damn, that sucks, man. Really dropped the ball. But I mean, no judgment, man.
Also, a Jersey Devil ate your van.
Well, I mean, shit happens.
Sorry.
Like, shit happens in the field. I understand that.
Anyway, long story short, he's kidnapped by some, I don't know, I'll think of it up later. Anyway, wrap him into this thing, and I thought of statue and a shade, 72-foot shade monster. That's pretty cool.
Wait, Don, you're telling us that the villain, you can't think of who actually the villain was in this story after the fact?
Well, it'll come to me.
I love it.
That's all from Master Storytelling. Dead Dragon.
Details. All right, and so the whole plan was that they were going to use Jack to power this thing and move it into the center of New York somehow, and cause massive havoc. And the shade actually puts the statue back, and you guys call in a cleanup crew to disassemble weird shit.
The Shade seems kind of like a nice guy, really. I mean, all things considered.
I apologize for hitting him with the hammer.
Okay, that's 10 o'clock. I honestly did have a villain figured out, but I don't want to dig it out. And
But we failed you, is what you're saying. I had this. It was all great. But you guys all suck, so thanks.
I'm not really going to sugarcoat things, but...
It was
Only
a good
Jack would
villain
do it.
for a 10-minute rant about corn dogs. I'm happy with our
I can
choice.
tell what's going to be...
Okay, look, you know what? I want to see hashtag Demon Hunter Spawn Dog trending on Twitter. I want to see Facebook. I want to see lighten up with hashtag Demon Hunter Spawn Dog. You're going to thank me for this when it's all said and done.
And
You'll be
all
like,
of
corn dogs?
Nice.
I've had too much to drink, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This was a lot of fun, particularly those of you who live in different parts of the world where you get up to watch this when time doesn't exist.
We don't get that.
That's weird.
You are inexplicable.
thank you for your viewership. I hope it was fun. And good night.
Good night.
Press the
Cheers.
button.